Alright.
Hi guys, my name is Amy Everly, also known as the Shallow Zen Master, also known as Abstract Amy from the Abstract Amy Show. Now, the reason I'm making this vlog post tonight is for a very serious issue. It has a huge relationship to Cancer Awareness Month. October was Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and November is of course Prostate Awareness Month. Now, we've got a really serious situation going on right now where there is a lot of disinformation happening in our public domain. We have millions of doctors, publicists, companies, brands, corporates, hospitals, people that work in the medical arena that are all trying to draw serious awareness to the idea of cancer. In fact, cancer has become so serious that 1 in 2 people in today's modern times will get cancer in their lifetimes. But when I talk about misinformation or disinformation, I'm talking about the encouragement that the official media, the authorities, doctors, pharmaceutical companies are trying to execute from the perspective of telling us that we need to focus on the big 3. Now, the big 3 are known as chemotherapy, surgery, or radiotherapy. Truth be told, the success rate of any of those 3 therapies for cancer treatment is 2%. The reality is that in the medical world, when doctors talk about chemotherapy success rates, surgery success rates, or even radiotherapy success rates, if somebody that's diagnosed with cancer lives for 5 years after they have had any one of those 3 therapies, they are statistically lobbed into a group of people called survivors. So if you go for any of those 3 and you live for 5 years, you're called a survivor. Surviving isn't 5 years. Surviving is thriving and living a full and beautiful life for many decades after being diagnosed with cancer. So, for those of you who don't know, I am a cancer survivor. In 2011, I was diagnosed with a metastasized bladder and ovarian tumor, which was spreading and was cancerous. And I was told to go for chemotherapy and surgery. Instead, I decided to change my lifestyle. I changed my diet to a completely raw, organic living diet, and I eliminated all the toxins out of my body. I know you just saw me smoking a cigarette now, but hey, I'm human and I practice something called the 80-20 rule. But that's for another conversation. Basically, I want to tell you about an amazing human being called Dr. Janie. Dr. Janie is a doctor. She comes from a mainstream medical career where she was treating beings with cancer with traditional westernized pharmaceutical therapy. She saw that the statistical rate of healing and success was so low that she started investigating exactly why her trained and educated and academic form of therapy was failing. And she realized that there was a conspiracy out there to keep people sick for as long as possible, to take as much money out of them so that they wouldn't heal completely and would eventually die. I'm here to tell you that there is a way to live in a world without cancer. A world without cancer means renouncing and denouncing symptomatic-based pharmaceutical cancer treatments like chemotherapy, like surgery and radiotherapy. It's not about the tumor. All of those treatments treat the symptom, which is the tumor, and not the root cause. The root cause is your lifestyle. It's what you eat. It's the pharmaceuticals you take. It's the unhappy marriage you're in. It's the shitty job you have. I'd like you to join me and Dr. Janie and Dr. Graham Duncan from the Renewal Institute on the 19th and 20th of November at Erin Hall in Kenilworth for a 2-day workshop called A World Without Cancer. We'd like to teach you about how to prevent cancer for the rest of your life by preventing the buildup of toxins in your body through an oxygen-rich lifestyle. And if you have cancer, we'll be able to teach you how to remove the cancer by removing the toxic buildup in your body and treating the symptom without drugs. Remember, I'm a cancer survivor. I treated my cancer without chemo. The cost of chemo today is at least R1 million. If your medical aid is costing you 3,000 Rand a month, just think about it this way. If you get diagnosed with cancer, your medical aid is not going to pay for fucking jack shit. So take 2,000 Rand now, join us for a 2-day workshop, and we'll teach you everything you need to know about preventing cancer for the rest of your life. The mainstream pharmaceutical, medical, industrialized complex has no interest in your health. So stand up against them and fight for your autonomy and your sovereign right to thrive. I love you.